So the next thing I wanted to know from you, Gabriella, is, why do some applicants with older priority dates continue to face delays in green card processing while others are approved sooner?
Yes, and this topic is one of the greatest sources of anger that I have as an immigration lawyer. That, coincidentally, the people who do the most for our country in terms of helping push innovation forward and do so many good things for our economy and for our country, people from India, people from China. These are the ones who are subject to the greatest backlog. And of course, this backlog is happening, for Chinese nationals right now, we're looking at about a 4 to 5 year wait. For Indian nationals, for a long time, it's been about a 12 to 14 year wait, depending on your circumstances for a green card. And of course, the rule behind this, and this goes to Bhargav's question as well, of why is this happening? Well, it's happening because there's this rule, which I don't appreciate, saying that not any one country can take up more than 7% of the United States annual allotment of green cards, despite the fact that there's way more demand from India, from China, from Mexico, from Philippines for those kinds of visas. And the real terrible thing that has happened, we go through these periods of retrogressions. We had one in October 2020. Following the pandemic, there was a glut of visa numbers that became available to Indian nationals. And we immediately rushed October 2020. We filed a ton of adjustments of status. And I still have clients whose adjustments of status are still pending. And people are saying, what the heck? How is this fair? Everybody else is getting their green cards and I'm still waiting, even when my priority date is current. And that goes back to some of our other questions here, which is because we have an extremely inefficient USCIS who is in a position where they are understaffed. They are using third-party contractors. There is a huge training gap. And there are people whose cases it feels like they're just sitting on a desk rotting away until somebody has a chance to look at them. And you try things like congressional intervention, you try things like placing expedite requests, but the government is not required to respond to either of those in the way that you want them to. So it leaves you in a situation where you continue to feel like you're not making any progress. Now, I always say the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So you keep reaching out to your congressperson, you keep calling USCIS, you keep placing requests as soon as you can, because if your case has been current for a long time, there's really not much else you can do, but at least it feels like you're doing something to try to move it along.